Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying out some new makeup. I came home to a bunch of seemingly beautiful products and like a million concealers. What is actually happening? I'm going to have to do like a tournament or something once I try them all. But before we dive into the newness, I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. So I'm starting with my foundation on, and I used my Chanel Water Fresh Complexion Touch in the shade B30. So the first product I'm going to be going in with today is the new Tower 28 Swipe Serum Concealer. They sent it in this really cute paint can with all of the information about the concealer on it. And they also have this little paint strip with all of the shades. I thought that was such cute marketing. I loved receiving this. They sent the shade 6 IE and 7 K-Town. This is the shade 7 K-Town, which looks pretty good. And this is shade 6 IE. Ooh, which is a lot more golden. Ooh, that feels really nice. I'm just blending it out further just to see the undertone a little bit better. I kind of feel like the more golden one would be better. This one is blending out a little bit more gray on me. So I'm gonna go in with the shade 6 IE. And I'm going to be blending that out with my Kosas sponge. I didn't dampen it today. So let's just see how this goes. That looks really nice actually. I feel a little apprehensive because I was not a fan of their skin tint, but this feels really nice. It kind of feels in the realm of the Kosas Serum Concealer and the LYS Triple Fix and the NYX. Bear with me. So all good things. Just adding a little bit more. It built up really nicely. I'm happy I went with this shade. I feel like it helped to cancel out some of my discoloration under my eyes. Let's see what it does over my little healing spots here. Completely canceled out. Damn, okay. These ones over here are very raised, so I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of a harder test. Damn. That actually did really well. It's a little bit light to correct on my face here, but coverage level is really good. Okay, first impression is very good. Let's see how it sets and settles. Sometimes concealers can do me really dirty, like that Bobbi Brown one I just used in makeup I hated. Oh my god, disaster. So to set my under eyes, I thought it'd be fun to put these two powders head to head. This is my go-to for setting my under eye. I wanted to see how this concealer would set with my favorite powder. But Milk Makeup also came out with a new powder. This is the Pore Eclipse Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I have the shade Translucent Light, so I thought it'd be nice to see how it'd look against the new powder and whatnot. This eye will be my Jones Road pink powder. Scratch that. Not using the pink one. I'm going to use my translucent one just because. I feel like the pink will be too hard to see. So this side will be my Jones Road. Now I'm going to take another clean powder puff and I'll use the Milk one on this side. The original Blur powder from Milk was my absolute favorite in the past. So I'm excited to see that they brought out a new one because they discontinued that last one. Ooh, my goodness. It feels a little drying, like I could feel it doing that on my concealer. But that is blurring. I feel like they look pretty the same. If anything, this side looks a little bit more brightened. Okay, that's good. Oh, and it feels so silky soft. They feel about the same silkiness. I just looked at my skin so freaking up close, and I almost like this eye more than this eye. For some reason, this one has a little bit of what looks like Cheeto dust under it. It looks a little orangey for some reason. I don't know where that's pulling from, but yeah, this side looks more consistent. Do you see a difference? Let me know. I'll stop moving. I feel like we're having a staring contest. I got a little shy. Okay. I also have another setting powder here. This is from Melt Cosmetics. It's the Glazed Skin Sheer Finishing Powder. And I thought it'd be fun to maybe use one as a bronzer. Kind of has like a glow to it. It almost is like a sheer highlighter. I don't think this would be a powder I would set my entire face with, especially in the center of my face, but maybe on the outskirts would be really pretty. This is the shade Light, and you can see that it does reflect quite a bit of light. I thought the shade Tan would maybe work as a bronzer for today because it looks pretty. There's Tan. You can see the sheen a little bit more accurately in this one. I think we should go for it. So I'm going to be using the shade Tan using my Moda blending fan brush. I'm scared that this looks really orangey now, but let's just go for it. Although it's not its intended purpose, it's going on really nicely as a bronzer. I just feel like it might be orange, which, fine, it's not actually meant to be a bronzer. I was just way too curious. It's a little orangey for my taste. I don't think I would repeat doing this, but it's a nice formula for that. I'm now going to use the shade Light as a highlight because I don't have any other highlighting options. Yeah, it's too powdery for like a subtle highlight. It just looks a little chalky. Okay, good to know. I'll have to revisit this at the end to actually use it as its intended purpose. Now that this bronzer has been on, it's kind of growing on me. Do you guys think it's the right tone, or am I just getting used to it? I don't know. Now moving on to blush, I have two options. So the first one here is the M Cosmetics Pillow Plush Blushes. This kind of felt like a random launch to me, I don't know why, but the shades looked really, really gray on the models in their promo pictures, so I didn't feel immediately excited for this collection. It does have a fun formula. It's kind of like the MAC Glow Play blushes, so it feels a little creamy, a little pillowy, a little powdery. They're squishy and fun to touch. But they came out with two colors, Peanut and Tickled. Tickled is the one that looked super great on the models. I'm kind of surprised that they only came out with two. Usually they come out with a lot of colors in their blush formulas, but I do have another option. Kaleidos came out with another collection. It looks stunning. It's called the Alma Viva collection. They came out with 4 blushes, 2 eyeshadow quads, and a bunch of glossy lip balms that are so nice. I've been wearing them for the last few days. They're stunning. I can't wait to show you them later on today. But the blushes look interesting. They look very, very pale. I think these two shades, Hot Shot and Pearl Bliss, are meant to match the Venus Trap quad. I'm just getting a feel for that because it matches the packaging, whereas these ones are a little bit more pink. It's hard to hold all of these things. See what I mean? There's Pearl Bliss and Hot Shot. See, they're kind of more bronzy, pale leaning shades, and I think they suit this palette here really nicely. And then we have Angel Wing and Pale Rose, which are both very, very pale colors again, and I think they look good with the Twilight Rush palette. I think this whole collection is kind of an extension to this collection that they came out with last year. They have like the same little symbol on the front, and they have the same kind of vibe, especially in comparison to the Flowing Haze palette. Like, they're all kind of cool toned, smoky palettes. Wonder if I can hold all 3. Yes, I am Wonder Woman. Okay, see? They're all kind of like the same but different vibe to me. Some are cooler, some are more purpley, more taupey. The one in the middle was in the previous collection, and the 2 on the outskirts are the new collection. I think I'll try the M Cosmetics ones another day. I'm just too excited about this new collection here. These blushes will definitely suit those of you with very fair skin. They almost barely show up on my skin tone here. But up top here is Pale Rose, and beside that one is Angel Wing. This one is Pearl Bliss, and the last one is Hot Shot. I think I'm going to go in with Pale Rose because I think I want to use this palette here with this kind of pinky shimmer. Yeah, I thought this formula would show up more on my face than on my hand, kind of like the Cosmetics Heaven's Glow blushes. They tend to kind of set down into whatever you're wearing on your face and some vibrancy unlocks, which is happening here, but it's still very, very light. Like this would definitely not show up on pretty much anyone darker than my skin tone. I wish there was more variety between the 4 colors here. They're all very, very light. I feel like these would be really cute blush toppers, especially if you go in with one that's a bit too dark for your complexion or turned out to be intense. This might soften it a bit, but it's just a really, really subtle hint of color. They have a really nice touch to them. I really like the texture of the powder. They feel very hydrated, but I don't know. I feel like they're just okay. I feel like they're kind of forgettable for me. So far, I'm not feeling super, super impressed with my base products other than the concealer. I guess I was just trying some things out, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like it's acceptable. It looks fine, but is it the best ever? No. So now I'm going to grab a little bit more of my milk powder just to set the center of my face. I feel like that's really nice. It did cut the shine really well. It's not the most blurring either, but sometimes that's fine. Like it just looks like my skin, and I like that. Here is the base complete. I'm now going to take a moment to prime my eyelids and do my brows off camera, so please enjoy the brow intermission. My brows are eyes. Nope, my brows are brows and my eyes are primed. My brows are eyes. That's a new one. Okay, so I have a little eye tour to bring you guys on. So as I established, I am going to be using these newer Kaleidos palettes, but I wanted to show you the other eyeshadow palettes I got. Huda Beauty came out with these little quads. Some of them are really, really cute. Like this green one has really caught my attention. I can't wait to create like a little fall eye look using this. But they also came out with this kind of berry toned one and an orange toned one. But the Moss palette, I think, is where it's at. And Danessa Myricks came out with this beautiful palette. It's the Groundwork Defining Neutrals. So you can use this in your brows, on your face, on your eyes. So this side is kind of like a pomade texture, and this is like a classic powder texture, and you just have a neutral shade for everything. There's just one little thing I'm nervous about. These 2 shades in the middle here have like what looks like to me shards of fiberglass. I took a video of it up close, so I don't know what that is. I might try to DM them, but. And I also got these singles from Nabla. I am actually really, really excited about this. I haven't seen a brand come out with single eyeshadows in forever, and these look really, really fun. This top row up here are all limited edition shades, and I think these are going to be part of their permanent line down here. But they came out with a bunch of different textures. Some kind of perform like the Urban Decay Moon Dust, and they also have these really beautiful multi-chromes that are insanely shifty. Like, wow. They're insanely pigmented and they feel super, super silky. Really cool. I always love looking at multi-chromes. It's hypnotizing. But that's all the stuff I have to look forward to, and hopefully you're looking forward to seeing those things too in future vids. But I also got these. So excited about these. I've mentioned them in my last video, but these are a shade extension from Melt Cosmetics. It's the Slick Waterline eye pencils in 3 new shades. We have Rich Brown, White, and Black, which I have been anticipating this forever. I'm so excited to see a black in this formula. It's my favorite eyeliner formula. It's super, super smudgy, but it dries down, and it's amazing in the waterline to smudge out to make a smoky eye as an eye base. It's just my everything eye pencil, and I'm so happy I have a shade for everything now. I think I'm definitely going to incorporate the black one in today's look, but let's get to it. I just wanted to see for myself how differently they looked on camera. I guess this one does look a lot more blue toned, whereas this is a lot more smoky. This is the previous collection, and this is the new collection over here. This is still one of my all-time favorite palettes. Anyways, I have a vision for the eyes now. Let's see if I can bring it to life. So I'm going to start with this shade right here from the Twilight Rush palette. This one, the lightest shade. And I'm going to focus this on my outer crease. This is the weirdest thing. I had a big zit on my eyelid. Never had that before. Very weird. Okay, And then I think I'm going to do some groundwork with the Melt Cosmetics pencil. I'm going to start a liner. I'm going to take some on that Smith 203 brush, and I'm going to begin a little cut crease. And I'm also going to do an inner corner extension. I'm taking this brush to smudge my waterline. It's the Melt Cosmetics Precision 25 brush. Okay, let's start there. I'm going to take some of the darker matte in this palette, and I'm going to go over top of this area right here. I'm feeling a little creatively lost right now. I don't know where I want to go with this at this moment. I think I'm going to dip into the other palette and take the darkest matte from this one. And I'm going to bring this all along my lower lash line. I haven't decided if I wanted to bring the black into my waterline yet, so I'm just gonna leave it blank. I'm going to dampen this angled brush with some Charlotte Tilbury setting spray to get some more precision with this shimmer in the first palette, because I'm going to place this under my eye. I'm kind of feeling lost with this section up here. I don't know if I want to just erase that. Okay, yeah, I think this little detailed spot, although it looks cool, it's putting me into like a creative block. So I'm gonna have to do something like that another time. I've done looks like that before. I'm going to add a bit more of my eye primer. I'm using the Rare Beauty one because I wanted to attempt to block out my zit, my eyelid zit, what the heck. And I think I'm going to go a little bit more crazy with the black eyeliner out here and kind of switch up the angle, and I'll fix it with concealer. Now I'm going to take this angled brush with this shimmery black, and I'm going to overlay this liner with it. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Maybe I'll do a little halo eye situation. I'm gonna take the darker matte from this one and I'm gonna put it right in my inner corner, as well as over here. I really like that pink smoky shade I put underneath of my eye, so I'm gonna put it on my lid. That's a cool color. I'm going to dampen a brush again, just to intensify that. It's very intense on its own, but I want more. Now I'm taking that light shadow in here and I'm just gonna put this in the crease. This silver from the other palette is insane. I don't think I want to incorporate it today, but oh my. I'm kind of struggling creatively today, you guys. I don't know what's going on, but I guess it still looks cool. I just envisioned something a lot more interesting. My vision that I had is not coming to life, but that's okay. This is still looking really interesting. Ooh, maybe let's see something. Maybe this is the journey. Do you see what I mean? Maybe? I think that might be something cool. I don't think I've ever done that before. And I'm going to kind of smoke that out with this smoky purple, like the dark matte in there. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, I really like that actually. That looks sick. I'm going to intensify that purple under here, just to kind of cover my mistakes too. And I am going to incorporate some of that silver right in here. I'm going to take a liquid liner to actually crisp this up, and I'm using this Makeup Forever Aqua Resist color ink. Okay, kind of sick, kind of sick. I feel like I need a little bit more definition in the crease. I'm just gonna take a little bit of mixture of everything. All the mattes, I literally dipped into all 4 mattes. Okay, I think there it is. I think that's cool. I dig it. I'm just gonna repeat it on this eye, and I'm going to add some mascara. I don't have a new one, so I'll be right back. And here is the eye look I came up with. I added some Falscara Spiky Glam wisps last second. My mascara kind of did me dirty. I think it's a little bit too old. I used the MAC Stack mascara and it just got super clumpy and gross. So I had to throw on some lashes, but it fits. I feel like an evil queen or something. This could be good for some kind of Halloween eye look, you know? So fun. So now for lips, I feel like I could go bold. Like we're already bold enough, but I did want to try these new Huda Beauty Glowish Super Jelly Lip Balms. I think a lot of people thought these were going to be like the MAC Squirt Sticks, but I think they're like pH balancing lip balms. This is the shade Matcha. You can see here. I swatched them on my hand and they don't really give anything. There's like no tint of color like the packaging suggests. It does like a pH pink thing, but it has kind of like a glossy finish, but we've seen these 100 million times. Kind of boring. Let's try the brown one. This is the shade Coconut. Doesn't smell like coconut, which is tragic. I just want to see if they change to like the same pH shade or different. Kind of the same. Just as boring. But for my real lip combo, I think I want to wear one of these. These are stunning. My favorite shade is this super glittery one. It looks intimidating. It looks like a silver gunmetal gray. It's the shade Free Fall. I made a nice little TikTok and short showing this off. It is the glitteriest gloss ever. It looks like little sparkling lights when it's on your lips. I'll put it on by itself, but this is what it looks like by itself. Do you see the sparkling lights? It's so pretty, and the formula is to die for. It feels very similar to the Rare Beauty glossy lip balms, but more glossy and more balmy and more silky feeling. They feel incredible on the lips. A more everyday color that I've been really liking is Pink Marquise 102. It's really, really pretty as well. I filmed a short swatching every single one on my lips, so that will be up probably after this video. But yeah, they're really nice, pigmented. Texture is just gorgeous. I'm just thinking of a fun lip combo I can do with like a deep lip liner or something. Let's see what I can pull out of my hat. I might do the same combo I did in that short, which was MAC Night Moth with that sparkly gloss on top. I think that might, or maybe Cyber World. It has more of a purpley base instead of pink. Cyber World, let's try it. Oh my god. That's like an evil queen look for sure. Now I'm going to layer this on top. Oh my god, that looks so cool. I don't know if it's the combo for today, but I had to see it. I think it's taking away too much. I think rather than that, I'm going to go for this smoky color. It's the shade Last Smoke. Yeah, just to define it a little bit, I'm using Pinky Brown from Huda Beauty. Shocker. Just because it's similar to my natural lip color, just to even out the edges. And then we'll go in with this smoky, smoky goodness. I just feel like I need more smoke, so I'm gonna add a little bit of Stone from MAC. Just really couldn't come up with a lip combo. I just wanted the eyes to be center stage today. And I really liked the dark combo. The only thing though is like it was taking so much attention from here to here, and I have very dry skin around here right now, and it was just bringing too much attention to it. So look up here, guys. Okay, and I think I'm going to forego adding this powder on top. It's just a little too light for my skin tone, and it was just way too ashy looking, so I'm going to forego using this again. But here is the finished makeup look. What do you guys think? I think there are a lot of goodies that came out of today's video. I think my #1 recommended are these lip products. They're so stunning. I have been using them since opening up this PR box. I have been using them ever since opening up this PR box. I'm really excited about them. They feel really nice and unique. The shades are really unique as well, and the packaging is gorgeous. I love how unique it is. I haven't seen anything like that. The palettes also performed beautifully. I think Kaleidos is amazing at creating eyeshadow palettes. The formula is amazing, the color stories are amazing, and they're always very consistent and unique. Like, I love what I came up with today, although I struggled a little creatively there. I think it paid off because this happened. The blushes are okay. I feel like the tones are just not in my preferred colors. The texture felt really nice. They're not for me tonal wise, so I don't think I'm going to be using those. But if you have much fair skin and you like those kind of more pale blushes, I think if you're really into like K-beauty and such, you'll be really into this kind of tone. But for me, I like a little bit more pop on my cheeks. I feel very, very impressed by the Tower 28 concealer. I feel like this is going to be one that I gravitate towards often. Just by feeling the consistency, it feels so much like the ones I love and go in with every day. So I feel like this is going to mesh into my life quite easily if it continues looking this good. I think it looks flawless. I didn't see any creasing or caking underneath of my eyes when I was working on my eyeshadow look. So far, so good. I can't wait to use that again and see how it performs with other powders and foundations and bases in general. Really good first impression on that. Same with the powder. I really liked how this wore under my eye. I think this eye looks a lot more smooth in comparison to this one. It set my face really nicely. I did feel a little bit of like an immediate drying sensation, but it went away really quickly. It didn't continue drying out my skin to oblivion. Like, it feels nice on the skin. I liked how it set my skin. It wasn't so blurring, but it looked good. It looked really good. And for the other powder I tried today as a bronzer and highlight, I don't know if this is a product for me. I don't think I have my perfect shade. I feel like they're a little bit too light or too dark for my skin. I don't mind it as a bronzer, but I feel like I'd rather go in with my other bronzers that are tonally better for me. Yeah, I don't know. I feel unsure about this product. I'll try it again a few more times, but right now I feel like this is one that's going to go forgotten by me. And those are all of my first impression thoughts on the newer products I tried out today. Let me know if you tried any of these goodies out. Let me know what you feel about them. But that's going to be all from me. I really hope you enjoyed today's video and found it helpful. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I will have everything listed and linked in the description down below, so feel free to check that out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.